that has no friends, that like, but it wasn't the case, you know. It was just like with her, it was like she was family, and I didn't understand. Like I was very confused, and I mean, my parents was down the line. Get to my time. One time. Ever die with my parents. One time. I'm gonna leave up one time. Just any excuse to beat a girl up. Anything for my parents. You are a bully. Sorry. You are a bully. You are just, but for me, sincerely from my heart, I just want to say I'm sorry. I am really.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. So this is part 2 of Real Housewives of Durban reunion. So Mamble starts by asking Angel how far with the dating department, and Angel was like, you know, just like many people that always give it their selves targets. Angel said she always used to say when she clocks 30, she would have already married, she would have had her kids and all. But she's over 30 now. I think last year she was 29. She's already 30 this year. But those things seem like some unrealistic realities. They have not happened. And look at her. So Mamble was like, are you dating? She said, yes, she's dating. And we all know the host of any reality show tries to probe to get information from the housewives. So Angel said, yeah, she's dating, but it's too soon for her to tell who she's dating. So we can't know him yet. It's too soon. Mamble said the talk of the OGs always saying, oh, they are new to the group. They don't know how things are done. Was it hard for the new ladies? And the new ladies are Fafa, Lo, Ayanda. So was it hard for them to bond with these ladies? Lo said it was hard because it felt like she didn't have a voice. Fafa was like, hell no, it was not hard. Mamble asked Ayanda, was it hard for her to earn a place at the table? Ayanda said, with some ladies, it was not hard, but with some, it was hard. Obviously, we know when you put women in a confined space or when there's a group of women, everybody can't be friends with everybody. It will make it fake. So she bonded with some, she didn't bond with some. And he went ahead to ask Angel that you seem to be the middleman in the two groups. Definitely, there were different groups. All of them were not friends. There were different groups that this side is closer to this side, just like how Jojo and Nonku were very close friends. It's either you join them, you can't be friends with one and you ignore one. It's either you join them. So Angel was kind of cool with everybody. Angel was like, so Mamble asked the further question, where did the disconnect come? Angel said she's not going to create any imaginary beef. Whether you're her friend, whether you're a newbie, she'll always be herself. And we know Angel's personality is a bubbly one. Mamble asked Jojo, outside this whole show, who did she make a genuine friendship with? She said, of course, Angel. So yes, it's obvious two of them are bonding. We even saw how they came to the reunion together before they entered their makeup room when they dropped from the car. So it's obvious there's a friendship there. And when she said, of course, Angel did like this. So Angel now says that her and Sorisha, they didn't really bond this season. That in fact, after the show, she reached out to Sorisha. She invited Sorisha for them to like have lunch. Sorisha didn't respond to her, but she didn't hold it personal because after all, she's a single lady. Sorisha is a married woman with kids. So there's no bad blood. So Fafa says, of course, there's hierarchy in this group. And Jojo is at the top. Jojo was like, what? She said, yes. And she laughed. She was like, Jojo and the other ladies. Mamble asked, who are the other ladies in the hierarchy at the top? She was like, the other ladies. And she laughed. She was like, Jojo always says she's the original housewife. A tweet was shown about Minnie and Londie's situation. And Mamble was like, is there a history? Because the way things went, and Londie said there's no history, that things stirred up when she made a comment about Minnie's dress, that the dress was funny. She made a comment. That's when the whole thing started, and Minnie started coming for her. And if we can remember, that was the same day Minnie was like, who invited Londie? She was like, it seems like an inherited beef because Sonny said vile and mean, horrible, terrible things to Londie. One particular season that she came like as a guest, that when she left, she went to Annie's house and she was like, bye. Yeah, I think it was at Soricia's party that Slay said, Sane is it caterer? She said that she was pissed that she's not a caterer, she's a chef. Yeah, that was when she insulted Londie. If you can remember, she said all manner of things to Londie, that she was like, Londie is divorced now, doesn't have all those luxurious cars. Yes. So apparently, Sonia and Minnie are friends. Londie wore a dress with wings and she was like, yes, this is how to wear it. This is how to wear the dress. Londie actually said she wished Minnie was in this reunion. So there was a clip. There were, in fact, watch till the end. This is a very detailed analysis. Very detailed, I'm telling you. Funny enough, Londie apologized to this Minnie of a girl about this dress statement. Now, let's watch this clip.
I'm sorry to comment about your dress and to make you feel uncomfortable and give you mean girl energy. That was not the aim of the whole thing. I was just trying.
Amanda said she didn't really hear Londie's comment that Minnie told her at Fafa's event that Londie came for her parents. She did not come for Londie's parents. And she was like, you people are shouting all because of the banter in Fafa's event. She didn't hear the comment. And she said as of that time, she felt like Londie was of the opinion that, who are you people? Maybe putting them down. Like, who are you people? And she kind of believed what Minnie said as of that time because she didn't hear Londie's comment. It was Minnie that gave her load down. Mamble now says some of the ladies had the opinion that Londie shouldn't have come back. And Jojo was like, no, it was all Minnie. And Minnie said that. And Minnie has a way of saying things. When she says things, there's a way she looks at you and it makes you feel intimidated. And it will now feel like, okay, you people are saying, you are siding what Minnie is saying. Mamble was like, were you guys that intimidated of Minnie? Like, that girl is such a bully for them to be intimidated. Gosh. Angel was like, she never said that. Londie reminded her of a conversation she had with Lo, Minnie in the bathroom. If you can remember in that conversation, even Angel was like, Lo is not backing or supporting her friend. And Londie reminded her something she said in the bathroom scene. And Angel took accountability for it. Like, I love the fact that she did not deny it. I love the fact that she owned up to the shit she said. Ayanda also said she felt like Londie was of the opinion that, who are your parents to Minnie? And Londie said this girl came for me many times. She insulted me, so I should sit down and watch her insult me. Ayanda said, Minnie also said, you were belittling me. And Londie tried to talk. Mamble said, Londie, you are not listening to her. So Londie keeps quiet and listens to Ayanda. Ayanda said, as of that time, I actually believed you were belittling her. And with what some of your guests said and what Minnie said, then what even made her believe everything was because of their fallout. Because they also had their own disagreements with Londie. We saw a comment that somebody tweeted that Londie enabled her friend's behavior. Now, this about the pool party, Londie's friend stood up for Londie and replied some of these girls that were saying trash to Londie. And Mamble said, did she apologize? Because as a host, if you people know, did you apologize on behalf of this friend? And Londie said no, she didn't apologize. And Mamble tried to say, will she apologize? She said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize. A lot was said to me. And yes, a lot was said to her. They triggered her. They both said things to each other. Jojo chips in and says, she doesn't have to apologize for somebody else's mistake. The person that should apologize is the friend in question. Mamble said that's valid. Lo now throws a bombshell, a shocking one. And she said it was very hard, the whole situation of Minnie and Londie. That at first, she met Minnie through her sister that attends her church. Her and Minnie only started communicating through DMs. So it was like her carrying the narrative that her and Minnie, they are friends. But their friendship is not serious. I'm like, what? What the hell? I remembered when Londie felt like Lo was not being that friend to her. Lo said, Minnie is her friend, Londie too is her friend, so she will not want to side anybody. Sometimes you just want your friends to like be there for you. While you're going through bully, you just need your friends to support you. But imagine Lo and Minnie are not even friends. But the way she carried the whole thing, oh, you're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend, Minnie's my friend. Londie was in shock. Londie says she doesn't even know what to say. But I am your friend. And this person is not your friend. How it works in Real Housewife. For a cast to enter a show, somebody has to bring the cast into the show. You don't have to pretend with the narrative of your friends when you're not friends. And Lo was like, Londie and Minnie were wrong. They did wrong things to each other. I'm like, what? Shut up, girl. Shut up. That Minnie bullied Londie. She bullied Londie a lot. Nobody deserves that. Even somebody's worst enemy, I don't think they can receive such amount of bullying Minnie gave this girl. Mamble asked them, where do both of them stand now? Maybe with their friendship. And Londie said, they are good. It's just that she was hot. She's still hot with things that she saw. And Londie said, what is wrong is wrong. Like she felt neglected from her own friend. Her friend ditched her just to act, pretend, fake friendship. I'm friends with Minnie. Like, it's crazy. They go on a break and they come back, and Mamble discussed the fashion in the season. And yes, there was so much fashion from the ladies. Yes, except for some that their fashion sense was somehow weird. but there was so much fashion. Remember, Londie told these ladies they should wear a dress code. They should wear designer bikini for the pool party. And some did not wear. Later on, we found out that they planned not to wear. So, Mamley said, do they feel it was to sabotage Londie's event? And Sorisha says she doesn't think it was intentional. Sorisha, you're wrong. You're just trying to be diplomatic. How will you say it's not intentional? It is very intentional. Group of ladies sat down, planned not to honor this lady's dress code. And you're saying it's not intentional? And I like when Mamble said, why didn't the ladies reach out to Londie just like how Jojo reached out to her? Let's call a spade a spade. I understood. I told you I was going to wear my designs. And Londie said at Fafa's event, Fafa told them to wear red. And gowns are very expensive. They are even more expensive than bikinis. That in fact, 2 days to Fafa's event, she had to purchase a gown. When it was her event and she gave a dress code, they all made it about lifestyle. Amamble said, Ayanda, you said some clips were edited from the pool party. Now let's watch.
When I look at the clip, everyone is like on my level or above, or way above. So I look at it as if I can afford to have 1 or 2 or 3 designer to create. Okay.
Mamble says to the twins, did they hear what Londie said in that clip? Ayanda said, she said, I thought we were all on the same level. Angel and Mamble said, no, that is not what Londie said. Angel said, she said level or above. Mamble goes ahead and interprets it for them to know what Londie said. He said, Londie said, if I can afford it, then everybody else can afford it. And Elise said, when so many people are saying something that sounds like an attack, which attack? That her friend even touched her hair. Mamble said, Andali, we're not going to do that. Now this is Andali trying to play victim. And thank God, Mamble clipped her, got her game. Mamble said, you guys made it seem like Londie put you people down and it was like she's beneath you. And the other lady said, Londie did not say that. Mamble say it's only you people that are reading meaning to things. I like the way Mamble kept saying things to make those twins realize they misheard. Mamble said, Ayanda, you feel apologizing to her will make you feel less. You guys did mishear. Will make you feel defeated. And Ayanda, after so many talks, Mamble trying to make her see where they went wrong by judging somebody based on something they misheard, based on something they perceived as, oh, Londie said this to us, and they felt so bad, angry. So Ayanda now says, Londie, I'm sorry, we did mishear. Mamble now said, Londie, there's a perception that you do not walk. Londie said, I don't even know where it's coming from. Even the twins said it, that I don't walk. Ayanda denies her saying anything. And a clip was played when she actually said that. And she was like, oh, I said it in the diaries. She now said, looking back at Mauritius, she feels bad because that was not her. Really, that was not you. Londie said, you guys said it countless times. Like, does Londie walk? Londie sleeping on her back. Ayanda said, no, I thought you were coming for us. Londie said, you people were the ones coming for me instead. Ayanda said they were angry. So a clip was shown in the volleyball scene, I think in Mauritius, where Fafa, Minnie, Ayanda, and Lee were discussing that there are many things they can come for Londie. There are many things they can use and come for Londie. And they kept saying she was sleeping on her back. They were saying nasty things and mean things about her in that scene. And Londie said Fafa did not say a word. It was the twins and Minnie against Londie, plotting things against her, carrying her like enemy. Now, these twins are the kind of people that just because they misheard, they teamed up with the bully of Londie just to show her they are equal to the task. They can put her down too. Now, they were very, very wrong. It's like teaming up with somebody's enemy to make somebody's life miserable. That's what they did, actually. I like this Real Housewives of Durban because even when you try to lie, there are clips that are there that will be played that will even make you stupid when you try to lie. So Ayanda was trying to take accountability by apologizing because her cup was full and there were evidence choke. So Londie said, before you even try to take accountability, tell me why you people called me Slay Queen. Why? You guys even spoke about degree. You called me a harlot. Explain why. Ayanda said, maybe I was angry, but I did not call you the other word. So it was a heated argument, so much back and forth, them trying to like take accountability, Londie feeling so bad. And she'll feel bad with the bullying for Minnie, which was toxic and bad. Then these twins saying hurtful things about her. Even watching the whole show for her to see what they said. Ayanda stood up and went to apologize to Londie.
I just want to say I'm sorry. I am really sorry. Londie,
It was so beautiful, at least them even standing up, that gesture to go and apologize to this lady. They could have chosen not to, but it was so humble and beautiful of them. So Andali said she feels they reacted based on their trauma and they are the most authentic people here. They go back to their seats and it was so emotional for them. They cried. Like, they cried. They will cry because they felt they were portraying something they were not. They felt bad because this lady did not say any nasty things about them. It was just all in their head.
What's wrong?
what's wrong, dear? This is a very hard format and it's a very hard thing. So the first time around, it's very difficult.
It was so beautiful when Ayanda stood up, went to meet her husband, hugged him because he's a safe place. And while she stood up, the host stood from his chair. That's so humble of Mamble. The host stood up from his chair, went to console Andali, and he spoke to her. He was there for her, and she said she feels they really need to work on themselves. The host goes back to his chair and speaks about the anonymous note that happened in the last scenes. And Angel said she feels those that did it, they are cowards by not even saying who wrote the notes. That it was Fafa, Ayanda, and Minnie that wrote the notes. Fafa said she did not write the note, she delivered the notes. Ayanda clarifies and said it was Minnie that wrote the note. Actually, Minnie confessed in a YouTube video of her unfiltered, on reunion, blah blah, she did. And Fafa said at the dining they all forgot about the cards. Mamble said they threw production under the boss, and Andali denies with her twin that they did not throw production under the boss. And a clip was shown when they said maybe it's production. Sorisha said, by the way, production made amends with Nunku Williams. They went to her room and they are good. They sorted everything. So Jojo said she knew what was in the note, but she's not going to say it. She will not want to say what was in the note. Jojo said the scene where Nunku was running, she was angry. That's the last scene when she was like, production. Yeah. She was running after Nunku and Minnie pushed her. But when the cameras went off, who was in the room with Nunku? Not Minnie. Mamble said something very valid and he did not lie. He said Minnie was part of everything that went wrong in this season. Maybe that's why she didn't come for reunion. That is why she didn't come, because she knew she did shit that she would not want to take accountability for her mind. She carried the show, which she didn't do. She was a bully. Yes, she was a bully. So Mamble tells Jojo that this is a platform he's giving her. She should say her mind without sugarcoating anything. It's so obvious there are things Jojo wants to say to free her mind. Mamble said to the ladies, do you think Minnie made Nonku not to come for this reunion? Sorisha said, no, I don't think so. Angel said, no. Jojo said, I think she influenced Nunku because Nunku has been in Real Housewives of Durban from season 1 to 5 and she has experienced worst situations. So yes, Minnie influenced her to not come. Mamble said, is anybody willing to repeat what was said in those cards? The card Nonku chewed. And the ladies respectfully said they will not want to repeat what was in the cards because Nonku told them to not repeat. Lo said Nonku actually told her what was in the card, but she's not willing to spit it out. They respect her privacy. Mamble talks about sisterhood and it was like Joku, sisterhood. Many viewers didn't want anything to come between them. Many viewers believed so much in them that they were not going to like break. So there were so many cracks in this friendship, especially this season. And Jojo breaks down and cries. It was really, really serious. And Sorisha said, to be honest, Nonku has so many friends and she feels Nonku's path is going somewhere else. Nonku actually loves Jojo, but she has friends and she's not going to name names. Jojo said it was actually Minnie that was coming between her and Nonku. She's the one that's there bringing things, an idea in Nonku's head. But the other friend, the close friend of Nonku is not Minnie. And Sorisha was like, they were not going to name names. So Jojo now says, the friend and Nonku have the same religion and stuff. And Nonku is like, this is what I want in a friend. So she was sidelined along the line. And Mamble tells her that it's fine for her to say the name of this person. So the person is not here, is the friend is actually Bev. Bev that was in Real Housewives of Cape Town, if I'm not mistaken. Nonku and Bev met in Jamaica, the Ultimate Girls Trip SA. And Jojo said Bev joined Nonku's ministry and they've been close. And Nonku is this overly religious person. Angel said she told Jojo Nonku is going through her own thing. And she told Jojo Nunku will come back to her and explain why she's no longer talking to her. She will still come back. But she told Jojo in the show that she enabled Nunku. Jojo said she wasn't baptized. Her and Nunku were actually swimming. All of a sudden, Nunku started drowning her, and she wasn't happy with how the whole thing seemed like. She even sent a text to her about how she felt. She wasn't happy. Why do I need to be cleansed to be your friend? I've had your back for years, and I have to be cleansed to be a friend to you now.
And me and Nogs were not talking. Most recent nights we still cried about it. And at that point, obviously, Minnie was putting up stories about, carrying on about Nonku and how they're praying together and this and that. And I'm like, it's obviously like, because Minnie consistently kept saying things to Nonku to make it look a certain way. Like I threw her under the bus when I never did that. I said to Nogs, I want her to make peace with Papa. And I continually said to Nogs that it's for her. It's not for anyone else, because I know Nonku suffers with it. Like that night she's not here today because of everything that went on. I just wanted her to make peace so that she would be okay. But it was made to portray like I was threw under the bus. And that's not.
There was a comment that seemed like Jojo laughed when I think Lo and Nunku were talking about prayer. Jojo said she didn't laugh about the prayer. She laughed when these two, Lo and Nunku, were saying sisterhood, when she knew there was no sisterhood there. And Mamble said, even Londie commented that Jojo has evil spirits. And Londie said she's so sorry. That comment was not really nice. Jojo now says it's hot that she always has Londie's back. So hearing her say that thing was hurtful, that people always judge her for how she looks. Sorisha said she was very shocked when Nunku told her that her friendship with Jojo is surface level. And Londie said yes, Nunku said a lot of things, and a clip was shown to back this thing up. Now, you see, Showmax, when there was, I think they put out the trailer for this part too, people were judging Sorisha's comments. Like, I like the fact that there are evidence. So Sorisha said, Nunku actually said her friendship with Jojo is Instagram friendship. It's not that deep. Sorisha said they told Nunku, you have a lot to drink. And Sorisha also said she will not lie. She didn't really believe this Joku friendship initially. Jojo was so emotional. Very emotional. She cried. She said she called our friendship Instagram friendship. So, Jojo said she has even had worse things than that statement of Instagram. And she said she feels like a dick, that something must be wrong with her. You know, even in the show, she said she doesn't have friends. People always misjudge. Jojo actually said, even in the show, Nunku has said she's kind of pitying her by being her friend. Now, Angel kept standing to console Jojo because Jojo was crying. She was so emotional. And Angel tries to pet her, calms her down, and tells her, don't worry, Nunku will come back to your life. Just give her time. And she was like, Jojo, I'm tired of standing for my seats, up and down, please come. Sorisha said, Jojo, in many ways, Nunku was pushing you away. She never wanted you to react like this. She's trying to kind of save herself. She's going through things too. She's not heartless. Angel now says, Jojo, give her grace. Someday she might come back to you. Remember, she's a single mom. She has a lot. My personal take, Jojo was the only one so invested in this friendship. Yeah. Like, remember, what's the name of this lady? Even Slay, that was Nunku's friend, see how things went south. See how she even introduced Slay. So the thing is, Jojo is really a good friend, and she'll make friends that really appreciate her. But the thing is, friendship should never be one-sided. Even when people say shit about Nunku, Jojo was always the defense person. She'll always defend her friend blindly. And sometimes you have to be truthful. You don't have to defend your friend. She kept defending her friend just to buy a place in her heart. But I guess Nunku felt here and she was exhausted. Hence, their friendship breakup. They are no longer friends. Nunku has moved on with her new bestie. Even if you go to her channel, you will see her doing with so many selfies with this Bev. Bev is her bestie. So Jojo should give herself grace. She has a lovely husband. There are people that will love her too. Because many people actually wanted to be Jojo's friend. But Jojo was always the one carrying it down. If you are not Nunku's friend, she will never be your friend. So she should give herself grace too. She should let it be. Best friend breakup can be terrible and hard. So they went on a break and there was a letter, an apology note from Minnie. She sent this note to Angel and Fafa, and Angel reads this so-called apology note. Was she sincere? So Lo said she reached out to her. She wanted to speak to Londie, but Londie was not ready. As Angel kept reading, Mamble said he doesn't understand the part that Minnie said they can have a sit down, and a long unseen footage was played.
My cousin was down the line. Get your mind. Ever denied with my parents. One time. I'm gonna leave them. One time. Just need any excuse to beat a girl out. Anything from my parents. You are a bully. You are a bully. You are.
What? Oh my God. I'm lost of words. Like, Londie, your composure needs to be studied. The ladies were in shock. The ladies were dumbfounded. This is the person that wants a so-called sit down. I like when Londie said, I'm going to serve her. She's going to go to jail for it. And Londie said she will not retaliate. She will not be a bully just because somebody is bullying her. Now you see, Lo, you didn't stand up for your friend though. And Londie asked Lo, now, are two of us wrong? Lo said, no, Minnie was really wrong. Fafa said this too much. Angel said, she made me believe. I've hurt Londie so much. Londie, I'm so sorry. I never want to speak to Minnie again. Sorisha now says, maybe it's because she has been trolled a lot. She's apologizing because even her Instagram, she has private it. People have been coming for her. Lo said, I'm really disappointed. The bullying was much. So Londie said nobody ever told Minnie she was wrong. Nobody. An unseen footage of Angel talking to Minnie in the show was played briefly. That Angel was like, she's going too far by saying she was sleeping on her back or so? Yeah. Angel said, we really, really fucked up. Mamble said they didn't expect it to be this bad. Andali said, nobody deserves this. This was too hectic. Women should not behave like this. Jojo said, this is jail assault. Londie, I have so much respect for you. I have zero respect for Minnie. Then the ladies apologized to Londie. Londie, her composure. My God. My God. Mamble, the peacemaker, he tells Londie, don't throw your shoe at me. Don't throw your shoe at me. But are you willing to accept Minnie's apology? She said, hell no. I'm serving her at least 2 weeks in jail. So Mamble said Nunku's absence brought Jojo's vulnerability. And yes, because Jojo was so emotional, she cried so much. I'm sure her boopy in one corner, he would be like, oh my God, my baby's crying. Londie said, I was never going to attack any woman in the show. We all have kids. We're more like a role model to our kids. We cannot do things that our kids watch and they'll be ashamed of us. No, we should be kind to each other. While giving a show, we shouldn't be physical with each other. Jojo said, what a roller coaster. Ladies came looking beautiful, glamorous. They gave us fashion. Even in the reunion, we saw glitz, we saw glamour. So let's look at their outfits. Let's look at Precious. Her outfit is nice. Let's look at Andaline. Sorisha, Jojo, and Jojo's husband, Ayanda and Ayanda's husband, Fafa and Fafa's husband, Angel, Londie, Lo. So thank you guys. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. That's the end of the whole reunion. See you on the very, very next video. Take care of yourself. Be good. Stay safe. Bye.